This tutorial requires beginner to intermediate skills. It takes about 30 minutes to prepare and as much as 2 hours to complete depending on how fast you work with all those little latex plates. You're gonna need liquid latex, flour, paper tissues, a bald cap, nails with flat heads, or matches and Q-tips, some hard paper, skin tape, colors in white, black, brown, and purple. We also recommend you use a face cast for best results. Since we knew we were going to do this in a controlled environment and not moving around that much, we chose to create this look with real nails. If you plan on running around on a party with this look, you might want to be using matches or Q-tips for the pins for super safety, and just paint them in silver color. So let's prep our pinhead, and we're gonna need latex pieces that matches the shape of our face. So we cover our face cast in latex, all of it. And then we gently apply a thin layer of paper on top of it, and we take good care and make sure we don't get too many wrinkles, because this has to be pretty clean. There we go. And gently apply over the nose, and on this piece you might need to cut a little to get it to fold the way you want to. So make a little cut there on the side, and then you can fold your paper tissue piece neatly over the nose ridge. Yep. See, dab gently. Don't want too many cracks and wrinkles and stuff on it. Then we go over the whole thing with latex and repeat this process until we have 4 or 5 layers. Alright, so then we bring out a bowl and do the exact same thing on that, because we need these little latex pieces all over the head. Again, a gentle process. Cover it up and you're good to go. Leave it all to dry overnight or speed dry it using a hair dryer. Then peel the whole thing off using flour to make sure it doesn't stick to itself. Just like that. And we turn our face inside out so that we can paint the lines along which we are going to cut later on. So Google up an image of the pinhead and start painting out the lines accordingly. And when you're done with that, you're done with the preps and we can head to the mirror. So here's Ellie with the application process. And of course, good luck!
I start by covering my hairline with some vaseline to prevent the latex from sticking to it. And then I apply my bald cap. Cutting holes for my ears. And applying it with liquid latex. If you're allergic, use some other skin adhesive. Covering the edges, and then I'm covering my brows with glue. This is also just to protect my brow. It's time to cut up the squares from the mask we made earlier. And marking out where I want my nails. Now attaching the nails was kind of tricky, and the first method I went with didn't really work, so the one I'm showing you now is the one you should go with. To give the nail the support it needs, put it through a hard piece of paper or thin cardboard, and then through skin tape and attach.
And no, we have not stopped with shoutouts. We are just rebuilding the presentation of them a little bit. They will soon be back.
The order I found it easiest to work things in was marking out where I wanted the nails, make the first line of nails, adding dark purple lines in between the nails where the crack would be, adding liquid latex where I wanted the first square, dabbing white paint on the square, and then attaching it. And then doing all of this again, and again, and again, and again, and again. I added white paint to the sides of my head, my ears, and my eyes. As I'm working my way down, to not get caught and accidentally pull out nails, I started with the eye makeup, using brown to dirty it up, and black, kinda like a messy eyeliner. shading the purple towards my nose and using the same purple, drawing a line along my nose and attaching nails, and then the piece molded to fit like a glove on my face. As you can see now, the nails are pointing straight out again like they're supposed to. If you haven't noticed, our nails are pointing outwards and not inwards. Do as you like, we thought this looked more brutal. Milk mustache. My fingers made the whole thing more dirty when I rearranged the nails, and I like the look of it, so I decided not to clean it up, going even further with a brutal version of Pinhead.
And while Ellie is quiet, I just want to say that nail in Swedish is speak.
Using black to shade the face, starting with my eyes, attempting to shade my nose, the sides of my head, and the cheekbones in between the nails. Now I know it looks poop before blending, but it worked really well with the setting, so we just went with it. And don't forget the neck. It also needs some color. And there you have it.
Your Pinhead makeup. And if you like this tutorial, be sure to give it a thumbs up, because that helps a lot, and be sure to subscribe, because you never know when we post stuff. So see you next time, take good care of each other out there, goodbye.